Mr. President, that's him we want. Yet, a thinks by next week, all Ghanaians should be hitting the streets. All Ghanaians.
You mean the movement?
Yes. 300 million. We are exporting 300 million worth of job to whoever we are going to buy from. Whilst the Ghanaian economy needs that money injected into it.
Yes.
They cannot tell us on any ground, say the Ghanaian companies now say there is 300 million to show me more. We will not have the capacity. Are they producing a robot producing? Ghana for no, I say, they are using procurement to milk the states dry. Yeah. I can sit here and say it on authority saying, it's 300 million.
It would 10 million. See this? Yeah, they better talk. Be the Saskano, our neighbor, head of state, or the Saskano produce tomato factory. Yeah, they could procure instead of producing.
Say a funny papa crown po, and I say, when you're a Juma, yeah, or Sanitary part company, one name say also couldn't boost him out of the bush for. Opposition, no crown. They're not saying anything about, I say, because almost I come by every opinion this for me about.
Yeah. Welcome to the Warrior Kings podcast. This right here is the best patriotic podcast in the world, where we talk modest, political, and patriotic. And as usual, I have my Warrior King brother here, Comrade S.A. Hammond, Minya Akwaba.
Yeah. I
am yours truly, the Okuga president, the finance minister, Dr. Cassiel Attoforson, right? He has disbursed, allocated is the word he used, allocated 300 million cedis for the free sanitary parts. Procurement, not the production. Procurement of free sanitary parts for adolescent girls in schools, as the government promised to subsidize and provide free sanitary parts for adolescent girls to end menstrual poverty.
Yeah.
That other girls are reduced to using cloths and tumagonia, the idea, instead of hygienic pads to curb the monthly flow of blood, which is menstruation. So government, artist kapuduo, samahini, is kapuduo, I see 300 million CDs. Yeah, the koto part in the bread girls, yeah, the bum every month. For how many years? I'm not young church more. Young church and only idea about.
Mr. President, that's him we want. Yet. I think, sir, by next week, all Ghanaians should be hitting the streets. All Ghanaians.
You mean
Yes.
Yeah, well deserved. Yeah.
Serious demonstration against this thing. Now listen, this is a tweet made by the finance minister.
Yeah, that's what he announced.
Around 7:53 today, say government allocates 300 million for 12 million sanitary towels. So, o calculate here, 12 million divided by 300 million. Let's say Ghana nyaba could be 25 cedis. Okay, they are procuring it for 25 Ghana cedis for 12 million pieces. Now, these 12 million pieces, they are saying the goal is to curb teenage girls they miss schools because of sanitary issues. Brilliant idea. And Kenya Semboni, because yes, the fact is that nkura no bi enya sika kra emfa nto saa eniem ya ema de siesie ho in that time of the month. So if the state is coming in to help her, and can somebody. But then the issue is that there are companies right here in Ghana who produce sanitary parts, Ghanaian owned companies.
Or state-owned companies.
These people are already there. Our capacity, and as an entity and service out a year, friend is saying 12 million sanitary parts now. Then a stop your buying from says instead of say 300 million, I could procure sanitary parts. Who knows who in China? Are then and build the capacity of these already existing FNSA companies? Are then a state in funding? This is a government that all about 24-hour economy. Are there a state use this policy and have sanitary parts factories in all the 16 regions and employ people so that at the end of the day, 24 hours, we are producing sanitary parts because we know that our young ones need it.
You're meeting production.
All the 300 million Ghana cedis. Look, contest Ghana for and 1 million and 300 million.
Yeah.
All the sanitary parts. And the truth of the matter is that this is the fault to public pensions, procurement. Yen koto bibi ni emfa ho hwie sika. Sa 300 million by all means obi akodi dan no enim say sa deal na go through pe.
Obi better.
Okoto dan 3, okoto dan 4. Obi akodi GL ano. Onim say deal we cost pe, okoto na GL. Obi akodi EFN saying London House bi ano onim say by all means deal we go through pe. Ne $1 million bi de ono obenya wom. 300 million. We are exporting 300 million worth of job to whoever we are going to buy from.
Yes.
Whilst the Ghanaian economy needs that money injected into it.
Yes.
They cannot tell us on any ground, say, the Ghanaian companies now say, yeah, there's 300 million show we will not have the capacity. Are they producing a robots in producing? Robots in Ghana. What is this? This thing must stop and it must cease now. This is a clear example. I make just say John Mahama administration. Be ye adie bia ebe dance bia o. Esan say na Nado ba my administration na sinki so low ni ntino.
Standard no.
Standard na kofom nti John Mahama no de wa be just coming to wabble in front and abo in Mama say oh yeah adie. He sa adie we President of the land, John Dramani Mahama, it is on his behalf, and Finance Minister ebe ready budget. Into a Bahama idea. Into John Dramani Mahama na Esha Ghana for him say for 300 million Ghana cedis and come wine akosi broni or whoever you decide can go come. Wow, sir, your what companies Ghana ha?
Ambetimi produce.
Produce.
Value na bagana for
I'm a sikana $300 million my eye.
When we do the math, it's 19,292,604
in dollars.
Yes.
Just look at this. 19 million, eh? Ghana for
eh? Obi did less than that. Tomato factory. Something that produces more value than the sanitary part. Obi de Saskano, our neighbor, head of state, or the Saskano produce tomato factory. Diano, they could procure a diano instead of producing.
I mean, it's almost some catcher says 19 million way. Ain't me expand the capacity of the existing ones or even build new ones and hire Ghanaians to produce this sanitary pads. That's what you are saying. Say Ghana for you to produce sanitary pads. I just say koto.
Emma few enyesika.
That is the problem.
Yes.
This is an issue of I'm telling you, I've been saying this thing and I've been saying this thing. The fourth Republic political actors, they hit Ghanaians.
It is.
They hate Ghanaians. A lip service keke and we pay to
It
Ghanaians.
is a neo-colonial infrastructure.
Neo-colonial government, everything. No,
The system doesn't serve
Come on.
the majority.
Huh?
You see?
They make it look like enyeskebia.
Yeah.
But eyesikankasa. Eyesikepudu esesika wiyana obidi chichine maya all day koso. I mean, sanitary issues and yet national issues are about stop it. So if you invest in this thing, unto scanning training.
May say we are challenges.
Unto scanning training.
Challenges comes with opportunities. If we are on the right trajectory that we want to curb lack of employment for the youth, opportunities like this.
Ebinie. Ade na wo kwako import. Ade na wo localizing on yen farmer for no money ejuma. Say ye funny papa. Ebinie. Say ye funny papa ako crampo. And I say onya ejuma ye e sanitary part company mo a. Mo nim say onso ko na busu ma ko hwe na busu afo. Ama obi aho ato.
The value ba.
They don't respect Ghanaians. They hate Ghanaians. They know that at the end of the day, yeah, na yet hana yeah kind of cry no, and yeah no, and I'm pay. So then,
the trick is still, I can say neo-colonial infrastructure, and with the colonial infrastructure, and they say, yeah, mau be brain now on sas with you, they'll give you in piecemeal, a mount kakra, na so them, na still I will chase it. Oh, this ano momodi yo. Yemma Ghana for who Tony be.
Ghana for so sorry yo.
Because Maniati.
We ba no abedi 300 million. We ba no abedi 400 billion. I am say more musica no mudi yo. At the end of the day, the burden will be shared and laid on every Ghanaian, whether home or abroad.
Either now or in the future.
The burden is being shared on us. At then, I did 300 million way. A chop anti omenia brea. They want to procure. Chop. Nothing else. I can sit here and say it on authority. Say, it's 300 million way.
You 10 million. See this. Yeah, they better talk. 10 million penny. Yeah, the better break girls na mama feel.
Hey, and this is for Mutima Edinsa. Fourth Republic
290.
Fourth Republic leadership.
290. Yeah, bear no. You the bono.
Fourth Republic leadership.
Bono chaskele unka wayan pass.
Omutima Edin. Ghana for Pema mo MPP ni mo NDC no Mutima Edin. Omu ya mambofo. Pema sem.
Mwani antia.
Money antia omo baye mo sa me say 300 million omo be kan chere say it's not feasible to have a factory or a project that will produce sanitary pads that will be creating jobs that will be recurring every time because sanitary issues are recurring.
I know 10 people who can bring up ideas to produce 10 companies from that money to produce sanitary parts in this country. Na me nim so unim okra bet me aye.
Me say na make catch say there are companies in Ghana.
No how.
Omo ya the end of that. There are companies in Ghana how omo ya the end of that. My bypass companies. Ode anka 300 million ekram mo go procure sanitary pads near the ading. Anka mon to mo the first.
Yes.
Now at least sikanya den Emra company. Sikaba company ma we kesi nya bi ni.
Na Ghana
yembie company ni mu.
Ghana outside retail shop in the part back here 25 cedis.
Minim almost 25 cedis so.
Yeah,
to 12 million no.
Yeah, sure say retail.
Me say yeah to 12 million no.
Retail no.
Yeah to 12. Esa company ma 3 cedi. Yeah to 12 million. Esa company ma 3 cedi.
Where's your bargaining power?
Bargaining power no way. Inti adenti na yakokoto. Send boy den sadia because the normal price at a market in the so crown it be cry 20 cedis. I don't know a retailer amount for profit was we wholesale and I'm got
yeah.
Casely at to force and iron suit for fair estimate kwabu nicely. I best smile it said the Ghana for mon Ghana for this thing that they are doing Ghana for mama money antia omo amasi water at the end of the day, it's at your expense. So that is the truth of the matter. You catch them with the it is at our expense
and our responsibility to change the
300 million.
Oh, yes, yeah. And now, more who say, Juman or Motoa, yet the Juman be DS
300 million.
Oh,
Moon for Sessicano, Moon from Enka economy minimum. Yeah. 300 million. Enka Ghana economy minimum. We have the capacity to produce sanitary parts.
There's the know-how.
Inko for a good Ghana have a baby omunye Juma Yena and Omunye Juma or more sanitary parts on himself, Bosumi Bian and the pay bar. I yet Odicoma Akosi Brewing.
Yeah, or probably Chinese.
That's all I'm Akosi Brewing.
No.
China for my friend.
I'm with Chinese. I'm with Sinos.
Make a tree. Tell me,
I'm with Sinos. Yeah. So I don't know. Another tragedy looming.
I hear demonstration. This thing. In here demonstration. But Ghana for no money yeah. Procurement and for the public are buying omudi wiesika.
Yes.
Ekotowe. Yes.
Yeah, mamu free.
Yet has an Sputnik
V.
Vaccine, procurement, a
whole minister. Acquire. Oh,
Yanchiano Mabako, and it was in dollars.
Ridiculous business. Oh,
it was in dollars.
In the name of the country.
It was in dollars.
And the private company, Crown Quayasa.
$10 million. Hey, and you see, we have seen evidence of it. But Ghana for no, I said, at the end of they are using procurement to milk the states dry.
At the end of the say, it has to get worse before it can change. You see, and platforms like right here, the Warrior Kings podcast, we are going to bring the light into people's eyes to know that. And Renason says, I was saying, yeah, best system.
Shit.
Yeah, the Juma do 1,
2, 3. No more that's what you 300 million be and I could see brewing or the beer factory on Chroma or the whole.
They say your neighbor or head of state or Troy.
Are they?
Young 35 years. Ghana anka ko GSS nibi. Oko or GSS ni SS generation nibi. Onu or invest e won in crowdfunding. Still
your leadership on wicked. The fourth public leadership on your wicked. I dream people want to bian a chobo and a decline face.
First name him somewhere ignorant.
No, they are wicked. They're not ignorant. They are wicked. They know what they are doing. They really know what they are brilliant and they are wicked.
They are participators of the neo-colonial.
They are very wicked.
You see,
it would Tehona Unye Jumanya who say Mahama at the 300 million Ghana cedis. I got a sanitary part instead of Chrome.
I'm
Jumaye. Instead of say sanitary parts companies now Ghana and Kobesho Mukina now Omono or make me producing more sanitary parts. Now 24 hour economy. Oh Mahama wow Bekaye. Mr. President, wait dear, Wadaroma. I same way dear. I same way your first deal on your government. For me, it makes me see say, Mr. President, you are not thinking of any legacy.
You don't mean what you say.
Yeah, you don't mean what you say. And then at the end of the day, they will be called to Mr. President. It's unfortunate, but I have to tell you.
Yes, but
because your action speaks louder. And because 300 million, no, I now said 300 million. You try to factories no more than
10 companies.
Factory is no more than support them.
10 regions.
Yes, more produces sanitary pass on ETN. Say sanitary product. Air serve Greater Accra and free Greater Accra higher. The air serve Eastern region, the free Eastern region higher. We know the number of girls are statistics. We know.
Region for produce.
Amo biya bibia ko biya no kakra. And you see the ripple effect is that a bit me capacity to the extent say the important coffee they be cutting it down.
Yeah.
Must da be more the 300 mil. Hey, this money, look, Ghana for no. I say 300 million. I am so 3,000 cedis so.
And yet 30 million, bro.
And yet 30 Ghana, and yet 30 million, 300. Hey, what am I going for with my former jumem? Sana Fourth Republic we omo ye obia ba procurement basa procurement ba no mani agye me say omo test our contract we ho a omo ni gye agye no
history no.
oh omo ni agye sa contract we e go through say king obo nan a amount for to any cars any japade amount for ba ko ye wo UK ni America ni hefa o de hwe campaign sika na obi pay go or yes I dey we a ono wonya be say $2 million ono ne cars no 2028 on that be campaign kuntan na oh we your no ma say ato aba no come on Ghana for man sorry dia omu nja am fa yo employment na amu hia na omo de ekono 300 million eskaketo shame on them. Some adwene say omo desire carry kwakoma akosi. Shame on them. They will make it look like oh yes kebia 300 million yes kebia. Some of them want atom. In this anam beka yes kebia. Shame on them.
19
opposition no ground. They are not saying anything about I say because almost one come be every opinion this for me about.
Yeah.
As same who here no omo nka and team for jodi any nam cocaine. For evidence, bro, as well.
Diverting attention.
For evidence, bro, as well. Hey, now NDC for also in Neyabecho, Atanayancho, no move waste states in the time just like that.
Yeah.
Whilst the real issues are there, 300 million. Shame on them, all of them. Finance Minister Felix Ofosu Kwashiorbe announced say the president are all said 300 million Ghana cedis should not stay in our economy and should be taken out. You know? So the Ghana for that 300 million can serve great purpose for all of us. More the carbon thing.
Now and generations to come.
Yeah. It will get to a point. I bet you can say Ghana there. We can't talk sanitary pads. Any the bebo. Do we hate ourselves that much? That 12 million sanitary pads I'm going to go to a graph. Ye huni tea huni na ye hun sana mo be channel.
Aside for Ghana niyo.
Yen can no yo. Send you bet this best sanitary pads yen can no yo. Ne tona ne hiom.
I understand deal no carry yo.
But this you sign it deal no the company am go to was sending invoice I check bibia. Yeah. Oba say illegal if our procurement we mu. Procurement dem never. See. This is a shame.
Bloody shame.
300 million. Hey.
Bloody shame. Highly incompetent. It doesn't speak well of a good system. And it's obvious we are not living in a good system. No checks and balances. Mbabunu no sisia hope no last hope no in Mbabunu no.
So I'm future na yese no.
Yes, Mbabunu no.
Mbabunu future na yese no.
Ya maye ni anda ho, mama ni anda ho de.
Ye na ya maye ni anda ho a e future na omo se no. Because sanitary part factory we ye kan ho asem a ye kan ho asem. Look. Abe won say sa pad no factory no ebe mo obi ni nebusuansa akoma no a aho kire omo kom no omo nyeden omo nkom a omo betom a omo ba ebenya education.
It could make a wayward future wayward youth be responsible.
Exactly. Which at the end of the day it will come to help the same state I build the same nation I build or benya ejuma papa bi aye productive. I am productive.
My patriotism. What I say, I want to na the patriotism eba.
Mo se dabi, mo goto. Hey.
Yeah. So we're monitoring. See, Warrior Kings podcast. We're monitoring. We're following, and we'll bring you up to speed with how.
We will be monitoring where they
send on back channel.
Send on back channel.
Bia said that about for the benya say here for yen
Mami de come kwan as a Ghana for be tie masema. Look. Yen demonstration. Yen tie hu because that 300 million when this kaketwa.
You can't man for a boom here. I would say we got to be on the street. We got to protest this. You see. There must be a remonstration for this.